Ever had one of those days where you just wish you could hit the rewind button? That feeling of pure dread when something goes terribly, spectacularly wrong. For Sarah, that day was her very first day at her new dream job. It was a Monday morning, just before 9. Sarah walked through the glass doors of Martinez and Associates, her heart pounding a nervous rhythm against her ribs. Her hands were shaking. This was it, her first day as a marketing assistant. She wanted everything to be absolutely perfect. A friendly voice cut through her anxiety. "Good morning, you must be Sarah." It was Linda, the receptionist. "Welcome to the team. Mr. Martinez is in a meeting, but he'll see you at 9:30. Would you like some coffee?" "Yes, please." "Black coffee, no sugar," Sarah replied, trying to project a confidence she definitely didn't feel. Linda pointed her toward a small waiting area and a very fancy coffee machine. It looked more like a spaceship's control panel than something that makes a simple cup of joe. Buttons for espresso, cappuccino, latte. Sarah just wanted black coffee. She pressed the button. Nothing. She pressed it again. Still nothing. She could feel a tiny bead of sweat forming on her forehead. Just then, a young man in a sharp blue suit walked by. "First day?" he asked with a knowing smile. "Is it that obvious?" Sarah laughed, a bit flustered. "Don't worry," he said kindly. "That machine is tricky. You have to press the green button first. Here, let me show you." He demonstrated, and like magic, hot coffee began pouring into her cup. "I'm David, by the way. I work in accounting. Welcome aboard." He shook her hand and was gone. Sarah let out a sigh of relief. Okay, people here seemed nice. That was a good sign. She took her coffee and sat down, trying to calm her nerves by reviewing notes about the company. At 9:25, Linda called her. "Mr. Martinez is ready for you now." This was the moment. They took the elevator to the 3rd floor. Linda knocked on a door that read Carlos Martinez, Director of Marketing. A warm, booming voice invited them in. "Wonderful. Come in, come in." Mr. Martinez was a tall man with kind eyes and graying hair. He stood up and gave her a firm handshake. "Please, sit down. Can I offer you some coffee?" "Oh, I already have some, thank you," Sarah said, holding up her cup with a proud little smile. But as she went to sit down, her elbow bumped the armrest of the chair. It was like a slow-motion scene from a movie. The cup tipped, and a tidal wave of hot brown coffee cascaded all over Mr. Martinez's desk, flooding a stack of very important-looking documents. Sarah's face went from pale to fire-engine red in a nanosecond. "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She lunged for the tissue box, frantically dabbing at the papers, but it was too late. The coffee had already soaked through. Mr. Martinez calmly moved his laptop out of the splash zone. It's okay," he said, but Sarah could see the coffee dripping from the desk onto the pristine carpet. She wanted the floor to swallow her whole. Her career was over before it even began. Linda returned with paper towels and a look of pure sympathy. The three of them cleaned up the mess, Sarah apologizing every 10 seconds. Finally, Mr. Martinez took the soggy pile of papers. "These are just copies of last month's reports," he said gently. "Nothing that can't be reprinted." "Really, Sarah, don't worry about it." But she was mortified. How could you recover from this? After the cleanup, they both sat down again. Mr. Martinez smiled. "Now, let's start over. Sarah, welcome to Martinez and Associates. I've read your resume and I'm very impressed. Tell me, why did you want to work here?" Sarah took a deep, shaky breath and somehow, she found her voice. She answered his questions about her background, her skills, her goals. Despite the coffee catastrophe, he listened intently. He described the company culture, the projects she'd be working on, and how excited he was to have her on the team. "You'll be working closely with Jennifer, our senior marketing manager," he explained. "I think you'll do great here, Sarah. Everyone makes mistakes, especially on their first day. What matters is how you handled them, and you handled this one with grace." Sarah felt tears welling up, but she blinked them back. "Thank you, Mr. Martinez. I promise this won't happen again." "I know it won't," he smiled. "Now, let's go meet the team." He walked her around the open-plan office, introducing her to her new colleagues. Everyone was so welcoming. When they got to Jennifer's desk, Mr. Martinez made the introduction. Jennifer, a woman with short black hair and a warm smile, greeted her. "Hi, Sarah. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here." As Mr. Martinez walked away, Jennifer leaned in. "Don't worry," she whispered. "I heard about the coffee. On my first day here, I accidentally sent an email to the entire company that was meant for my team. It said, "I have no idea what I'm doing." We all survive our first day disasters. For the first time that morning, Sarah let out a real, genuine laugh. "Really, really, come on, let me show you your desk." Her new desk was by a window with a great view. As Jennifer showed her the ropes, other team members stopped by and shared their own hilarious first-day horror stories. One person got locked in the bathroom for an hour. Another called the CEO by the wrong name for an entire week. Suddenly, spilling coffee didn't seem so bad. At lunchtime, David from accounting stopped by. "Hey, Sarah, how's the first day going?" Sarah grinned. "Well, I spilled coffee all over my boss's desk within the first hour." David laughed out loud. "That's nothing. When I started, I broke the copy machine. It cost $2,000 to fix. Mr. Martinez told me the same thing. He probably told you what matters is how you handle your mistakes." He was right. David invited her to lunch, and as Sarah walked to the cafe with her new colleagues, she had a revelation. Everyone is nervous on their first day. Everyone messes up. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to be resilient, to learn from your blunders, and to just keep trying. That afternoon, Sarah dove into her first assignment. She was extremely careful with her new cup of coffee, keeping it a safe distance from all electronics. When 5 o'clock rolled around, Mr. Martinez stopped by her desk. "How was your first day, Sarah? Apart from the coffee incident." "Of course, it was wonderful, Mr. Martinez," she said honestly. "Everyone has been so kind. Thank you for giving me a chance. You earned this position with your skills and experience," he replied. The coffee had nothing to do with that. "See you tomorrow." On the train ride home, Sarah texted her best friend, "Survived my first day. Spilled coffee on my boss's desk, but didn't get fired. I think I'm going to like this job." Her friend's reply came back instantly. "That's my Sarah, always making a splash on day one." Sarah smiled. She learned that a bad start doesn't define your journey. It's the recovery that counts. Tomorrow would be a new day, a better day, and a day with a very, very secure coffee lid. So, what's your most embarrassing first day story? Let me know in the comments below. We've all been there. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.